Anyway, what's popping?
What's happening?
A lot of conversations about women having babies.
Oh,
Well, when I say a lot of conversations, I legit mean just in the studio, in my studio. Well,
right,
it ain't my studio, but in the studio with DL. A lot of conversations about babies.
right,
And, they are of the belief that when you reach a certain age, you shouldn't have kids. Whether you can or not is of no consequence. They just think that you shouldn't. I think your body, your choice. I think you should be able to have a baby whenever you want to. Now, would it be difficult? Yes. Um, but should you choose to pick up the responsibilities that come with having a kid later in life, I think that's your business.
I agree.
I mean, it is kind of weird though when you hear somebody really like I remember when we heard that Peebo Bryson was having a baby. It's like he's 112. Not 112, but a little on the older side as a man. But I think it's probably easier. Well, not probably. Obviously, it's easier for a guy to have a baby when they're older because he doesn't have to carry the baby.
Right,
A lot of health issues come with having a baby later in life. Um, Also, I think it's definitely going to be harder on you in terms of as you're older, you're not as quick as you used to be. You're not as nimble as you once were. And now you have to keep up with the toddler.
right. Well, I mean, first of all, I don't think they never shame older men for having
They
babies. It's
kind of do.
always
They
the
shame
woman.
people Bryson.
Did they?
They did. I was right there.
Okay.
They
Well, I'll
shamed
take
him.
that back. Take that back. But I didn't hear anything when Mike Epps was having one,
But Mike Epps is still relatively young compared to people Bryson.
what is he like late, like 50s, kind of?
I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen.
People Bryson 72. No, I'm serious. Let's Google it right now.
I mean, George Clooney
People
also had a
Bryson
baby. He had
is
babies late.
yeah, but I mean,
He got
72.
married.
I mean, again, I think it's definitely different. Let's look it up. Peebo. How you spell Peebo? Peebo Bryson. Let's see how old Peebo is. And first of all, I'm not shaming Peebo Bryson. He's 72. I was right on the nose. April 13th, he
But
just
not when
turned
he
72.
had the baby. When did he have the baby?
It's when he was 70. When he was
Listen,
72, when he was 70, he had a baby.
listen. First of all, I can't say nothing because I am going to be 70 at a high school graduation, so it's cool. But I feel like, listen, whenever the universe gives you that gift, whether it is biologically or not, you know, I think it
Hmm?
is what it is.
Uh-oh. First of all, Wikipedia is lying. They say that Peebo Bryson's last baby was 1968.
Somebody didn't update the
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
I would need you to come. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a picture right here to prove it.
Somebody didn't update the
It's a picture to
Wikipedia.
prove it.
Come
He got a
on,
new baby.
Peebo's team, update the Wikipedia.
Y'all see this baby right here, Wikipedia? Nonetheless, I think if you can handle having a baby as you get older, you should. I think
Yeah,
definitely it's going to be more difficult, as is anything else. But if you're up for the challenge, I do think obviously it's much harder for a woman because you have to have the baby. And
right.
so you have to physically be able to carry the baby. You have to physically be in good condition for all of the health ailments that come as you get older. But how old was Sarah in the Bible? Wasn't she like 3,000?
Something. But,
She,
but the thing is, like, I think that I think sometimes things just don't happen the way that you want it to happen, and sometimes you have to wait till later in life.
oh,
You
I
know,
don't
it's
listen.
yeah.
You get no qualms out of me because I mean, I I am a great example of work, 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 work. Had
Yeah,
I not had my son when I was 3, um, then I don't know that I would have children now because I had to devote all of my time to my career. I mean, I didn't have to do it, right? It was a choice. I could have decided to have children and right after college or gotten married or something, but my choice was my career. And so I know there are a number of people who think about their career first. And I do think what happens is before you know it, you look up and you're 50,
Right.
or you look up and you're 40, and you do not anticipate the time going by so fast.
Right.
And then what do? It's like, shit, I want to have babies. Whereas at first you didn't.
Yeah.
And so I think it's still, I believe 100% my body, my choice. If I'm 80 and these ovaries can do some business, I'm going to need them to get busy. Now, again, I don't want to make light of the fact that I do think that there will be challenges as you get older and you're slower and the babies are faster, because I don't know what they're feeding these little bastards, but man, they're smarter, they're faster, there are a lot of things. And you have to be able to keep up with that. You also have to be able to keep up with the world that moves equally as fast as they do,
Right.
meaning technology.
Right.
They learn faster, they know more things. Try to keep conversations about the birds and the bees. The fact that you even say birds and bees now, it's just sex. But the fact that when I was growing up, people still called it birds and bees.
Mhm.
People still, withheld that information, which is how I got pregnant so early. Nobody was talking to me about sex. But nowadays, you could never do that. It's readily accessible everywhere, on your smartphone, on your computer, on your laptop. I'm so sure my niece knows all about sex. I'm certain of it, and she's, I think, about to be 13.
I'm pretty sure
Have
she
no
does.
doubt about it. Even though she doesn't even utter the word sex in the house, as she shouldn't, because my brother will kill her. But I think there are challenges that come with having babies older. But if you're up for the challenge, have at it. You want to
Yeah.
do it, you know. And I think the reason why men don't get a lot of flack is because, I mean, they get their fair share, but it's more of poking fun at them
Right.
than it is criticizing. Do you know what
Right.
I mean? But I think it also has to do with they're not carrying the baby. They're not, and I'm not saying that, men are absent. I'm not saying that. But I think it will be the mom. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm politically correct in saying that. It will be the child bearer who will be taking on the responsibilities of the baby.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I also think that they also actually they can go after like younger women too,
Who
to
can
be
go
able
after them?
the
What are you talking
older
about?
men to be able to have these babies.
Well, typically the older men don't want to have the babies. Typically older men have already been married and divorced and have had their babies, and now they want to just kick it.
Yeah, but if they kicking it with a 25-year-old, what do you expect?
Well, as long as they are strapping up and handling business, nothing.
Yeah. Well, who's
I mean, but I've heard of stories where she said she was on the pill. Now she's 6 months pregnant. Now my daddy again. It happens. Don't make fun of the truth. It happens. But I do.
Uh,
I know you want to have
yeah,
kids.
I
You are
do.
concerned about being a lady of a certain age
Yes.
and doing it the old fashioned way, which is, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, but obviously, as you get older, those chances go down. And so you have to look into other options,
Yes, ma'am.
be it, egg freezing, egg donation. Would you have a surrogate?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if my eggs are still good, I don't know if I want to do donor eggs.
Well, no, I mean a surrogate, meaning somebody else carry a
Yeah,
baby
I
for you.
would. I
Meaning,
would. I mean, right now I'm contemplating. Well, I'm actually doing the process of the whole egg freezing situation. But obviously it's not something that is guaranteed either. So the best way is to have it the regular way, but then there's so many other things because
it's a hard conversation to
yeah, at
have
the moment I
because
don't have a partner, and I know you don't need one, but
you don't.
you
You can pick.
know,
I mean,
it'll be
in a
nice.
perfect world,
Yeah, it'll
obviously
be
you'd
nice to
like to
have
have a
somebody.
father who is ever present.
Yeah,
But there are several options. You can go to the bank, just like you
yeah,
go to the grocery store. Be
yeah.
like,
So that's what.
I wonder how you check the sperm, because you can't flip it like a melon. But I would imagine, you pick out the traits that you want.
Yeah.
But then you got to hope that they ain't lying because you saw that story about the doctor who was
I-
knocking them back.
well, I
He had
mean,
102 kids in one
yeah.
town.
I mean, like that. I mean, I guess that's the risk that you take if you go to a sperm bank.
Well, maybe find somebody that you like and say, "Can I borrow a cup of sperm?"
Yeah, I've talked to people about it, but I think everybody's trying to shoot their shot at love. You know what I'm saying? Especially the dudes that I know. They were
What's
like,
love got to do with it? You just want to have a
no,
baby.
but I'm saying that the ones that the few ones that I have that don't have kids already, they still want to be able to like give themselves the opportunity to find somebody, and then so it's like I have some people on standby, but they're still waiting.
Hold up. Wait a minute. So you got dudes on layaway
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
to
if
give
I
you some sperm just in case.
yeah, it's like, yo, if by this time, if you're not with somebody, if I'm not with somebody,
Oh,
what's
that
up?
kind of thing.
No, no,
I
but
thought
not,
you
no,
meant
no, not together. Like they will still get not. We don't do it.
no. That's not what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I thought you meant the way you said it at first was if you don't find anybody, you'll give me some sperm. But then the way you just explained it was if you ain't got nobody and I ain't got nobody, let's get together and it just be us.
Oh no, no, no.
Okay.
I'm saying like if they don't have anybody and they still want to have a family, and since we're friends, if they could give me their sperm, but they
Well,
still want
listen,
to.
friends of Lena's, I feel as though if you are truly her friend and you know she wants to have a baby, you could let her borrow some sperm. You could still be a part of the baby's life. You just be Uncle Danny instead of Daddy Danny. If you decide to get married, and if you don't, then you daddy. And you ain't even got to be Uncle Danny. You could be Daddy, Daddy D.
Yeah, Daddy
You
D.
could be. And whomever they meet after that, you just simply say, I had a previous relationship. Because you did. It was a
Yeah.
friendship, but I had a previous relationship. She wanted to have a baby and I gave her some sperm. I mean,
I could always put a post on Craigslist
don't do that.
looking for sperm.
That sperm gonna have rubber in it. I can feel it. It's gonna have flecks
Well,
of
no,
go. It's gonna be disastrous.
I have
It's gonna have
you.
asbestos in it. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Since you're such a good judge of
Your baby gonna come out with
character,
3 legs.
since you are such a good judge of character, I'll have you interviewing
Well, I mean, I
them.
can judge character,
What
but I
is your
can't judge
IQ?
sperm. I can't do that. Okay, I won't do that. I won't judge the sperm, but I can judge the character of the person. It's a lot going on, and it's interesting because you have to think about that kind of thing. If you're talking about getting sperm from a donor center or from Craigslist, you're not going to really do that. But you have to think about that because you are basically accepting everything that comes in that.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I guess I wonder if they have. We haven't gone to this part yet in my process, but I wonder if they have like low end sperm bags, high end sperm bags, and maybe the high end
they
sperm
don't.
bags.
I can tell you that because
Uh,
I've checked into it. They do not. They just have a
oh.
sperm bank, and you have to go through allegedly a rigorous kind of situation. But the reason why I say allegedly is because I have heard and read, because you know I read for a living, very, very, very many stories
Yeah.
about one donor and 5,000 kids. Like, hey, I thought you're only supposed to donate like once every quarter or some stuff like that, just so you don't have a potential incestuous situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're in a
I
little
mean.
town and, the doctor over here is really doop, 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 like spitting it out, literally and figuratively, and, causing problems.
Yeah.
There was a movie I saw about that where
Mhm.
this guy, did you see that movie?
Well, this one with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a bad situation. That's why I don't do Craigslist. But I think if you have a friend who is really your friend and they know you really want to have kids, they would let you borrow a teaspoon or two.
Perhaps.
That's all you need. Get just what is it, a million sperm in a little tiny
It's a
quarter of a
little turkey
teaspoon?
baster.
That's all you need. If
No.
you first of all, you don't need a whole turkey baster of sperm. Somebody lied to you. Who told you that?
I don't know. Just
That's the method that you use to
I
get it
was
up in
just
there, but you don't
talking.
need a whole turkey baster of
Yeah.
sperm. Baby, you trying to have the Brady Bunch. Don't do that.
Listen.
Um, but I think your friend should allow you to borrow this sperm.
Yeah.
Who is it? Let me call him. What's the number? Let's get the sperm on the phone. I mean, that's what I believe. I mean, that's what
Any,
I believe.
what about yourself though? Are you still planning to have babies? Like
Girl, my
Whether
eggs are powder. It
no,
ain't
I'm
nothing
saying,
I can
but even if
nothing I
it's
can
like
do with these eggs over
adoption.
here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to adopt kids. I would also be willing to do like surrogate.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think I could do a surrogate because my eggs are no longer good. But
Who
I
told you that though?
what do you mean who told me that? I know my body, I know my eggs.
Oh,
I talk to them every day. They're like, we old,
okay.
bitch, we can't do nothing for you, but we are here as company. But yeah, I would love to have someone else carry a baby for me.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I would. But we're not talking about me, we're talking about you.
What?
But I would definitely do that.
Why are you scratching?
This makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
But I would definitely do it. And I do plan on adopting. You know what's interesting is I am an adoption advocate,
Mm-hmm.
but I have not adopted any kids. And DL is always calling me on the carpet about it. And the truth of the matter is, I know the importance, having been adopted, of making sure that you are ready and fit and in a good space to rear a child. And I know from experience that my mama was not fit or ready to be a mother, and she adopted me. And it has done some things to me based on our relationship. And so I want to make sure that I don't make that same mistake. So I want to make sure that I am in my right frame of mind, that I am ready emotionally and psychologically, so that I don't do any further damage to a child that might already come with issues, having been given up for adoption, having been in the foster care system. I mean, it's a lot that goes with it. And so I think you have to handle those situations with care and make sure that you're ready.
Got it.
So,
Understood.
I don't need to borrow sperm. But if I were going to borrow sperm, I believe with the male friends that I have now, I could call them up and I could have sperm here by 7:30. I do.
Shall we have to call some of your friends?
No. Get your own sperm.
Then that's myself. You won't
Get your
help me.
own sperm. You got to have friends who have sperm readily available to donate. I don't know what to tell you. You got to get better friends. I don't know what to tell you. I can call my friend
So
like,
maybe
hey,
that's what I'll do. Like, when I go
excuse
out, I'll
me.
just try to, get more male friends.
Perhaps. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I
Yeah.
believe I could have sperm here by 7:45 at the latest, depending on traffic. If I say,
Damn.
hey, I need some sperm because I would like to, I think my male friends adore me that much.
That's what's
They would do
up.
for me.
That's what's up. Everybody ain't able, I guess.
I mean, you got to have them on standby. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
just in case. I mean, I would like to believe they would do that. I feel
mean,
like they would.
you sound very confident, so
I
I'm
am
pretty
confident. I
sure.
can think of at least three solid, like solid. Now they couldn't make it here in 40 minutes because
Ugh.
they all live out of no, one lives in state. The other two live out of state that are solid, hands down. Yes, I would call. Now they would be like, "What make your old ass want to have a baby?" They're gonna give me some shit about it, but they would give me some sperm too,
Okay.
as long as it doesn't come in the same container.
Well, I
So
guess
you got to get those kind of friends.
yeah, I have to get some new friends, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's gonna be my job. Get some
No,
new.
you can't ask new friends for sperm. They got to have some time in there with you. So that ship is already sailed for you. You just have to work on these old friends you got. Be nicer to them. I don't know. Get them a Groupon or something. The Top Golf, they might, hook you up. I don't know what to tell you because you're in a bad situation. She's on the hunt for sperm.
Damn, that's messed up.
That is messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
So good. It'll
Well,
happen
listen,
if it
good luck
happens.
to you.
Thank
I
you.
hope it works out for you. Whether you freeze your eggs, and you got to get on that now because
Are you ready to be a godmother?
I'm already a godmother.
Oh.
I am a godmother already.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I'm a
doesn't mean you
godmother
can't be
already.
somebody else's
No,
god.
you should listen. You got to get in line. You can't.
Come on, that's messed
But
up.
I'm just saying.
Don't be acting like my
okay,
male
but first of
friends.
all, I don't think you're supposed to be a godmother to a lot of kids. It's not like being a grandparent. Right? Isn't there like a limit or
I don't
something
know.
on
My
being a
godmother's a
godparent?
godmother to a lot of kids. She is.
That's a shame. You ain't supposed to be a godparent to everybody.
Everybody, she's a good woman. That's what and amazing with kids.
Yeah, but she can't be amazing to all of them
Well, I
at
mean,
the same time.
we're all grown now, so it's not like the response. No, nothing happened to where she actually had to take care of.
Oh,
us,
that's why she
know?
kept doing it. She's like, this is fun. It comes with no responsibility. Just
No,
say,
it's like our mothers always chose her.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
She should have been like, I already got a list. I would love to put you on it, but you should have called me yesterday. You should have got me yesterday before I snapped these peas. It's too late now. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you got to get on it because, I mean, even though you freeze your eggs, you have to have good eggs to freeze, right?
Yeah.
And so
that's what we're finding out now.
the older you get, the older your eggs get. So every month, a month older.
That's
you got to get to it. So you need to be multitasking is what I'm trying to tell you. While you're in the process of learning about freezing these eggs, you need to also be in the process of, kind of upping the ante on your friends, your male friends about the sperm donation. Because at least you know them. You've known them for a long time. You already know what their physical features are because you see them at their best and their worst, so there are no secrets, no surprises. Ooh, I didn't know you grew a tail. Why didn't you tell me that about your granddaddy? You don't have to worry about things like that, so you'll be good. Okay. But I need you to move faster. You just can't be slow about this stuff because time is a ticking.
One day I'm going to be like, hey, Jazz, I'm pregnant.
Tick, tick, tick. No, that's fine. Just don't let that one day be 2 years from now. And then you have to tell me you got the sperm off Craigslist. Wow. And that's all we got for today. Anybody who's willing to donate some sperm to Lena, she'll be on Craigslist in about 10 minutes. Just saying. I wish you luck. That's crazy. I might let you borrow one of my friends for some sperm. Depends. Let me sleep on it. That's terrible. Wow. Could you imagine being a sperm madam?
Yo, that's a good hustle.
Like, it's a nice little hustle. You need some sperm. Like in New York, Chinatown, they be hustling you for those bags. Hey. Fresh sperm over here. Well, it won't be fresh.
That's a good hustle, though. Hey, listen.
I'm not interested.
Sperm in the black market.
I'm just going to leave that alone. That's low-hanging fruit for me. I'm going to leave it right there. Speaking of low-hanging fruit, Lena! Sperm lately. That's enough.